Hey, how you doing today? There are so many people who deep down just want to be free and they want to be able to do things in their life that are meaningful to them. And sometimes the only thing that stops them is their worry that other people in their life won't approve of the things that they're doing. But oftentimes the people that they're worried about are people that are not really even in their world. And we're so concerned about what others think that we'd rather be miserable and marginally accepted than be happy and risk isolation. But again, sometimes it's not even the people in our life that we would really disappoint because if we think about it, the people who really care about us, they're not going to care if we pursue our goals. In fact, they're going to want us to pursue our goals. They're going to want us to take risks. They're going to root us on. And the people who don't want that for us aren't for us. Those aren't the people for us. Whether it's some guy on the internet who made a nasty comment to you who lives 3,000 miles away, or it's some relative who you see like 3 times a year, but every time you see them, they make a judgmental comment. Or maybe it is someone closer to you in your family or your friend group, but then you have to really question, like, is that my friend? This person is saying that they love me and they care about me, but every time I try to pursue a goal, they shut me down. So I'm not going to pursue that goal. I don't want to embarrass myself. I don't want to risk taking that risk in my life. But for one thing, well, what's the point of living a life if you can't live it in the fullest way you want to live? It's a wasted life. And I know you're not doing that intentionally. We've all been there. I've been there before, right? You're scared to make that jump. But the people who are in your corner, they'll be in your corner. And the people who are not will not. And that's okay. And the beauty of it is you get to create your own world in your life. Yes, we all live on the same planet, but in reality, does someone who lives 3,000 miles away from you make a difference on your day to day life? They don't. Does some family member who you hear from a handful of times a year who's very judgmental, do they really have much impact in your day to day life? They don't. You get to pick the world that you live in. And so I'd ask you to ask yourself, what would that world look like? Who would be in that world? What people in your life that are either already in your life or maybe they're not in your life yet? What kinds of people would you like to have around you in your life? And what kind of things would you do with your life? Imagine you didn't have to worry about any judgment in the world, just temporarily. Ask yourself honestly, what would I like to do with my time? What direction would I be going? What kind of risks would I take? And the other interesting thing is, all the people that we're worried about that are judging us, those people are not living fulfilling lives. Okay. Because what person who's living a happy, content, fulfilling life has time in their day to worry about or judge or think about what other people are doing? You think people who are successful, and I don't mean financially successful, I mean successful in the sense that they're doing the things that they want to do in life. You think that people who are successful in that way, do you think they care what other people are doing? As long as it's not harming them, they're not thinking about that because they're on their path, they're on their trajectory. And that's where you need to be. Those people you're worried about that are going to judge you, you shouldn't even look up to them because they're not living life in a fulfilling way. And the reason they may be judging you is precisely because they're looking at you and they see that you're trying to achieve something. And that makes them jealous or that makes them insecure. They don't like the fact that someone else in their life is doing something and they're not. But you know what? That's not your problem. And if you start doing things in your life to take chances and certain people start judging you, it's time to get rid of those people in your life. And the people who stand by you and who cheer you on and who want you to take those risks, those are the people who should exist in your little corner of the world. You don't have to make everyone happy because not everyone in your life is even really in your life in the way that you either want them to be or in any way at all. So try this thought experiment. Just take some time by yourself and think to yourself, if I didn't have to worry about making anyone happy in my life, for once, be selfish for one time in your life and ask yourself, what would I be doing with my life? Who would be in my life? Where would I be going? What things would I be doing? That's the path you should follow because what's considered normal, the normal path in life is often the boring path in life. Or it's the conservative path in life. It's the safe path in life. But that path isn't going to get you where you want to go, unless that's where your values align, and that's fine, right? But if your values align somewhere else and you want to do something bigger in your life, that's what you should go for. This is a short video today. I didn't want to go into a big thing. These are just some thoughts I had the other day. And I realized that, a lot of the times we stop ourselves because of opinions of people who really shouldn't have any say in our life. And we need to stop letting that carry so much weight in our life. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you're having a nice holiday and Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon.